turn to dust if I stop now. I move to keep from breaking down, and there's a chance that I could anyway. But I know that if I go and never turn myself around, I might live to see the light of the day. Yeah, I won't stop moving till I'm out of the shadow. Won't stop moving till I'm out of the shadow.
Hey guys, it's me, Zerkazult, and yep, we're doing it. Now, before I start this video, I just want to let you know that before this, I kind of had an older channel, but it's deleted now, where I used to do talk videos like this, and I'm going to remake every single one, which there isn't a lot, so thank goodness. And I'm also going to continue this, the series that I already did in Zerka Talk Season 1. So this season is going to be long. Anyway, let's get back to things. So today I'm going to cover Iceberg by Dorado di Queso. Sorry, my accent's kind of bad, even though I am Mexican. And we're going to tackle one of my favorite electric artists, Iceberg. No, it's not the Gorillas. It's the Living Tombstone. Anyway, I wasted 1 minute of your life, so let's do this! Starting with layer 1, the Living Tombstone is a brony. Actually, this is more than common, actually. Because back then, he used to make My Little Pony remixes and also his original songs based on the series. Which is kind of weird, but to each their own. In fact, he actually does have his own brony Sona, I guess? Which actually looks pretty cool. Now, me myself, I don't like My Little Pony, like, at all, but I'm glad he likes it. Though the stereotype with My Little Pony fans is that they're old, they're bitchless, and they're pedos. Which the Living Tombstone definitely isn't, no. Unlike other bronies, he's actually cool, so F off. Purple Guy meme. Now, he actually kind of did originally start this meme. However, the meme specifically is literally the phrase, the man behind the slaughter, because on his FNAF 2 song, It's Been So Long, one of the lyrics is the man behind the slaughter, so whenever someone purple that looks like a guy comes up, the chorus of the song will literally just play. That's literally it, that's all. And of course the meme is the man behind the slaughter. The good news is it died out because that meme started to get annoying. Red and Blue. Now this is kind of an experiment with some of the songs. It stopped in like 2018. Actually no, it stopped in 2019. And basically what happens is that the Living Tombstone will release a song, right? And it sounds normal. And label it the blue version. While a few months later, he released that song again, but it's labeled red version. And it's a heavily remixed version of it. Now, some songs are kind of the exception because the I Don't Know What Sex Is remix does not have a red version at all, which is sad, but okay, that's fine. And the Right Now red remix, it was deleted, so I'm sorry, but yeah. Man, I'm just, it's sad that, he doesn't do these anymore, but when he did, they were actually pretty cool. I was like, man, this blue one's really good. But then you hear the red one, I'm like, wow, this is super remixed. And I really like this idea. I wish more musicians, or, artists did this kind of stuff. It's very experimental, and I really love it. People just don't take risks like they used to do. Yov Landu. Now, I hope I said that name right because it's Islamic, and well, I'm from America and I only know how to pronounce, well, American names, but he is actually the founder of the Living Tombstone. All the way back, I think, college, I'm not sure though. But yeah, he's definitely the head honcho for the Living Tombstone and started all this. All because he was bored in his basement, probably, I don't know. I could just imagine him in his basement. He's all bored and he's like, I should probably start a YouTube channel and make digital music, because why not? And I'm glad he did. Sam Half. Now, I think this guy is also the co-founder of the Living Tombstone, because before the album 01, he used to collab with the Living Tombstone on a bunch of projects, like the song My Ordinary Life, which, you know, is very popular. I mean, come on, who hasn't? If you've been on TikTok for more than a day, you most likely heard this song. And that's because, well, he sung it actually. But in the Living Tombstone's album 01, he sung in that. He sung in most of the songs. Actually, no, all of the songs he sung. So, he's like the Living Tombstone singer. Well, now, Yov Lando is the boss, so they make a pretty cool team. With his magic of electronic music and his singing voice, we got the best duo ever. Well, it's a band now, but back then, duo. Layer 2. Audio Clash. Audio Clash is a Living Tombstone game that was made by, well, the Living Tombstone. It showed up in E3 2021, I think? Yeah. And basically it's like some game where you win against music and stuff. It's like a music battle game, which I wouldn't expect the Living Tombstone to make, but, you know, it seems fun. I never played it because it's on Steam. And I have a pretty cheap Chromebook, so yeah. $200, by the way. In Sound Mine. This is a horror video game that was developed by the Living Tombstone too, and I think a few people in that. Though he mostly worked on the soundtrack for it, and when it came out, I actually loved it. Now, I think it came out in like 2021 or 2022, and it was announced in 2019. But I haven't played it before, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, which I'll just take the word from it. I'm not really a big horror game person, except Resident Evil 4 on the VR. The Living Tombstone worked on Eddsworld Legacy arc and at ASDF World. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Anyway, yeah, he worked on the music for the series and arcs, which I actually kind of found like, look, I have no words to describe it. When I actually did watch the series and heard the music, I'm like, this seems oddly the Living Tombstone-ish. And, well, hello, it was actually made by the Living Tombstone. Especially when I first watched it back in 2021 with my cousins, and we watched the N. I'm like, this music seems too much like the Living Tombstone, and yeah, it's true. He worked on music for both of the series, which is actually pretty awesome. I like when he does side projects like that. Yeah, plus I love his style and stuff, so yeah. Chosen comic book. Now, for context, this comic book here is actually based on the song Chosen from the Living Tombstone, and you can buy this off his merch store, and basically if you have it, it's full of lore and stuff, like similar to how Gorillaz, the band, has lore. So it has something like that, and basically it's just a comic book about the Tombstone, and it has lore and stuff, and I haven't bought the comic book. However, I do have the vinyl record sitting on top of my bed, so I'll give you that. But if you're a big fan of the Living Tombstone, and if you're a big fan of the 01 album, then you gotta get this comic book. It's worth it, alright? Helvetica. Now, she is more like an artist, a digital artist that works with the Living Tombstone. And just like every indie developer, he lives in Texas. I was born in Texas. I could have stayed there and, you know, worked on graphics myself, but look, I was 4 when they moved out, right? Anyway, but yeah, she is like a graphic design for the Living Tombstone, and I actually do like a lot of her work, so good for you. I'm gonna here's a star for you if you're watching this, which most likely you're probably not. Alright, we are in layer 3 of this iceberg. Drunk Guy's name. Now, if you ever seen the music video Drunk by the Living Tombstone, then you know this guy. And apparently, I researched his name and he has no name. However, people have gave him fan nicknames like Drunk Guy, Skull Guy, Skull Mask, or something like that. Personally, I'll just call him Sam, like Sam Hoff, because, you know, he's, you know, in the music video he's singing and he sounds like Sam, so we're gonna give him Sam. That's his name. Sam. That's his canon name now. But there you go. I'm too broke for this. Young New Dizzle. I hope I said that right. Anyway, he is also a music creator similar to the Living Tombstone.